So the first thing that we need to understand if you want to do something valuable is specific knowledge. Let's talk about this topic, specific knowledge. And I actually am very interested about that because all the people who are sitting at the top of any industry, these people have a specific knowledge. Specific knowledge is not something that you can go and get from a school, from a course. Specific knowledge is a knowledge that you build by doing 10 different things, by reading things, by understanding from different people. When you are mad about something, when you're obsessed about something, then you develop specific knowledge. So all the people who are going to schools or colleges, they're taking generic education. They're not becoming great at something. They're being taught to be a generalist, not to be an expert. And if you want to do something great in a great way, you have to understand specific knowledge. Because without specific knowledge, like there are thousands of salesmen in the world, but one salesman would have more income than other thousands of salesmen. There are thousands of actors, but then one actor would be more impactful than those thousands and thousands of actors, isn't it? There are more sport people, thousands of sport people, but then there are names who will beat all the players, all the sport people. The only thing that distinguishes them from those people is their specific knowledge. They understand something about a particular field, like about leadership, about politics, about any topic you take. Those people who are at the top of their industry have a specific knowledge that cannot be learned from anywhere. It's not like it has a course. You can go and do a course and learn about that. The greatest editor will be the editor who would have learned things from 10 to 100 places, from thinking differently, from different mistakes, from different people, by reading different things, by watching different contents. So no matter how much you want, you cannot you cannot copy something. So if you want to build specific knowledge, first of all, you have to understand your why. Why do you want to do something? You want to do something, you want to be the best player in the world, you want to be the best actor, you want to be the best at something. You have to ask yourself, what is the reason of you becoming that? Only when you're obsessed about it, you will become different. You'll develop a specific knowledge. If you're not obsessed about something, and if you're spending the same time as other people are spending, if you're not doing something passionately, so passionately that you will overcome all the mistakes, all the troubles you have, then you will never be able to develop a specific knowledge. And you can't do something great from generic knowledge. So the first thing that you need to ask is your why. Once you know your why, now you have to understand that specific knowledge cannot be developed by a degree or course. A specific knowledge is developed by conscious, passionate, and obsessive actions. If you're not obsessive about solving a problem, if you're not obsessive about doing something, you will never develop specific knowledge. See, the great teacher in a specific area would talk about the things that nobody else can copy, even though the subject, the books that you have to read is the same. But then your experiences change. Then your question change. Then your questions change. Then everything changes. And when you do things in a different way to become different, you cannot think and do it. You have to consciously take the actions, but then you have to put so much actions. You have to read too many books. You have to go try too many courses. You have to do different things. You have to meet different people. You will go through different steps, different actions. Only then you will come out with knowledge, come out with specific knowledge. So what I did in my case is, first, I started understanding how things happens, and I started reading about different things. So sometime I would read about autobiographies, biographies, take different courses, go and watch different videos of different channels. I would understand how public speaking happens. I would watch thousands and thousands of videos on TEDx talks that nobody else can watch even if they want to, because I've done it. I've gone through thousands and thousands of videos and thousands of times. I have heard the audiobooks. I have written a lot of scripts. I have written a lot of papers. I have done a lot of things. I have talked to a lot of people. And the thing that I did, no course in the world teaches that. So I developed specific knowledge. And then now the way I teach, I talk about something is different from how other people are going to talk about. So if you do different things, if you try different activities, only then you will be able to develop specific knowledge. For that, the first step is you have to be obsessive. If you're not obsessive, if you're not if you're not learning by yourself, you have to go and try every learning platforms that is available. You have to read the books that can make you smart. You can't read all the books that other people are reading and become expert, become different. If you want to become different, if you want to build your own specific knowledge, you have to read different things. You have to go through different courses, different classes. You have to go and talk to different people. You have to understand the mindset of different people, how leaders did it. And then only you'll come up with a specific knowledge. And when you have specific knowledge, there is no competition. Because people can learn the same thing you learn, but not from the same sources that you learn. They would not have the same question you have. They would not have watched those many videos and the videos that you have watched. They did not do all the actions that you did in your life. So there is no competition. And the only way you can win in this world is when you are different, when you have done something differently, when you are great at something, so great that nobody else can take your place. And then there is no competition. Every competition finishes when you are different, when you're authentic, when you have a specific knowledge.